Hi everyone, my name is Benedetta Gori and I am currently working at the Royal Botanic Gardens Kew as part of the AgriHist project, looking at agricultural systems histories and trajectories in tropical Africa. Within such project, we look at traditional food and agricultural systems in Africa because those systems have historically been very important for the creation and maintenance of biodiversity-rich landscapes, hosting numerous plant species, many of which are today referred to as neglected and underutilized species or orphan crops. Such species have been proved to hold critical importance for food security and environmental protection. They are increasingly presented as having beneficial traits like being climate smart, nutrient dense and resilient. And considering this, they hold the potential to effectively contribute to the consolidation and sustainable food systems under climate change, as well as achieving many of the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. However, today, many tropical African regions are undergoing a rapid process of abandonment of traditional food and agricultural systems, and consequently of the cultivation of traditional crops and varieties. And this is the result of multiple factors, including a significant cultural erosion, ongoing social transformations, urbanization, land use change, and growing involvement of regions and communities in the global trade market of natural products. Which is pretending homologation of agricultural and food systems. And within such project, and specifically the present work, we aim to showcase how critically interconnected traditional food systems are to agrobiodiversity and how their maintenance impacts the conservation of cultivated plant diversity. In particular, we investigate how environmental factors, cultural preferences and time influence agricultural choices within two hotspots for plant agricultural diversities, the highlands of Ethiopia and Guinea. So what farmers seek in seed selection, in crop and variety selection, and how different varieties are used, species and varieties are used within traditional food and agricultural systems is fundamental to understand their biological evolution and to achieve their effective conservation. In fact, traditional crops are often inseparable from the broader local food system they are grown for. They have been selected, preserved, and transmitted by human populations over time and generations. And so today, the need for designing new holistic conservation strategies which take into account both the natural and the cultural elements of such diversity is urgent. Considering this, we employ a highly interdisciplinary approach to assess the local agrobiodiversity, describe traditional agricultural and food systems, and identify the main drivers of change. And we do this starting from three research questions. The first one is, what is the diversity of crops currently cultivated in the highlands of Ethiopia and Guinea, and how are they used? The second one is, what temporal changes in crop choices and use can we identify with respect to the past 20 and 40 years, and what were the main drivers of change? And the last one is, what is the connection between crop diversity and the integrity of traditional food systems within case study cultural areas? And findings will allow us to predict future trends in maintenance of native species on farm and to be able to effectively direct future conservation efforts for the preservation of native agrobiodiversity in situ.